A painless hard mass on the breast that has irregular edges is more likely to be cancer. However, breast cancers can also present as soft, round, tender, or even painful lumps. Should you notice these signs or any other irregularity with your breast, go for a medical checkup as soon as possible. This message is brought to you by Royal Media Services. We care.
A story a day.
It's your design, mtu wangu wa power. A story a day, and I'm picking it up from that particular advert that tumesikia run about cancer, mtu wangu wa power. So as we go into this one, ngependa utege sikio kwa makini, manake it is very very important, mtu wangu usikie what is happening. I'll see mtu wangu wa power, and right now joining me in studio is none other than Ivy Rono. Ivy Rono is the head of marketing and communications at Purple Heart. Mtu wangu wa power, we will be getting to understand what Purple Heart is all about. But away from that, she is also a breast cancer survivor, and she will be giving us more details about what they are up to, especially when it comes to raising awareness about breast cancer. Ivy Ray, welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
Your design.
Thank you.
Before Mike's on that this month is very important.
Yes.
When it comes to cancer.
Yes.
Talk to us about the month of October in relation to cancer.
All right. So the month of October, I'm sure by now you've seen there are so many pink colors going round. You've seen corporates, branding in pink. This is the month where we get to create awareness about breast cancer. We get to, sensitize the community about this disease. We are pushing information out there so that people are able to know what is about breast cancer, and importantly, that they go get screened, because early detection saves lives.
How prevalent is breast cancer?
In the recent years, as we were growing up, breast cancer used to be for older women. You would hear, someone was diagnosed with breast cancer after 55, after 60.
Yeah.
But as the years go by, or as in the recent years, research shows that nowadays it's more prevalent in the younger age group, especially young women in their 30s, in their 20s, even before 20s.
Yeah.
So it is something that has really affected the community, and that's why we are really going out to, give the information about this. And good thing about it is there's treatment, there's medication. It's not a death sentence, because there's this stigma that comes with it, that when you've diagnosed, for sure this is a death sentence for me.
That's the end of life.
That's the end. No, it is not. And I'm a proof that you can go through it and still bloom after it. Yes.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Kabisa. Na wewe mwenyewe ulipata cancer.
Bana we.
Where?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that. How was it? When did you discover that you had one? At what stage was it by the time you were being diagnosed?
Yes. So what happened for me, I was diagnosed 2 years ago,
2 years ago?
2023. Yes.
Wow.
It was in June, I remember.
Yeah.
And it started as nothing serious, because mine is hormonal. So every time I would be on my days of the month, I would get a spot when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oops, there's a spot on my breast area. And I would think it's normal.
Yeah.
Because, once you've stepped on 3rd floor, as a woman, there are so many things that changes in your
body. Yes. Building. Sawa tosh. 3rd floor is that, yes.
So when I realized, I thought it was normal at first.
Yep.
But as months went by, I think I saw the spot for like 2 months.
Yeah.
The 3rd month, I didn't get the spot on my nightgown, So I think that's the point when I realized, okay, there's something different. My breast looked a bit different from the other. And when I would,
One of it.
Oh, okay. So when
there was no symmetry, like.
Yes, there are these activities that you're asked to do when you're doing the physical examination. One of the things is to stand on the mirror and look at yourself. So when I went and do that, I'm like, nope. It's not. There is a problem.
Yes.
There is a problem. So when I tried doing the physical now, trying to touch and see where is it, I felt there was a lump.
Yeah.
And because I was really trying not to believe it could be something bad, I decided, you know what? Why don't I just go see a general doctor and just explain that my hormones are playing with my mind and this is what they've decided to do. So one Wednesday afternoon after work, I remember walking to a very just easy hospital somewhere in Parklands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm here, Daktari. I'm not unwell. I've never been unwell. I was living my life the perfect way I knew. Working, raising my daughter, and just having, the everyday life.
Yeah.
This is one thing that I did not expect would come my way. So I enter, I tell Daktari, oh yeah, Ebu, tell me what this could be, with the hope of it's nothing bad. So I remember this Daktari looking at me and saying, by the time the doctor asks you again, how old are you? Truly there's a
problem.
There's a problem.
Heart is pulsing a bit.
My heart is now pounding very fast. She wrote for me a note saying, Ivy, I want you to see a breast specialist. That was like the following week on a Monday. Between Wednesday and Monday was the longest time of my life. Because now I'm living in uncertainties. I've not been told what this is. I've just been told, wait, you'll go see Daktari on Monday. And I waited. But while I was waiting, there's nothing that I didn't Google. The way nowadays Google unaingia unajidiagnose, unajipimia miaka zimebaki. That's what I did. But when we got to Monday, I went to see the doctor. The doctor took me through first. After the physical examination, for sure, he confirmed there was something. But there's one thing that he said that I think started to give me hope. It was like, from the way I'm looking at it, even if it comes to the worst case scenario, this being the CA word, cancer, you're still at a very early stage from the way I'm seeing it. Daktari would know.
So did he already break the news that it is cancer?
He didn't, because we needed now to do proper tests.
So when he was telling you at a very early stage, it was in reference to what?
It was in reference to how he had seen how that breast looked like. So he
early
said,
stage of what?
Early stage of, if it is that thing, they have to prepare you psychologically. So it's like, if it is that, you're still at a very early stage. But I keep thinking now about it. I think the doctor knew. I mean, if this is his area of specialization, I'm sure he knew. But now he needed to prepare me pole. So I have to go through all these tests, which I went through. And we later on discovered that it was breast cancer, stage 2B. We are just about to enter stage 3. Yes.
Kenya is one of the countries that continue to face a significant breast cancer burden, and it's the most common cancer among women.
Yes.
And the major cause of cancer death. And one of the key challenges is late diagnosis.
Yes.
Okay? Because about approximately 68% of cases found at advanced stages, often due to limited access, screening issues, awareness, cultural stigma, and everything of that sort.
Yes.
Was it any different for you?
For sure, one thing that I would say, this was very difficult. And we living in Kenya, number one, we are very, the way you've said, we are very cultural. Coming from a Kalenjin community, for me, that's something you break to people and people are like, what? No. Come home kwanza, we try the kienyeji herbs, wacha kwanza tujaribu, because what is this you're telling us? And you see, here tunanga ini movie here tujasikia kwanza tuende tuone wase huko nyumbani alafu tuone maneno. But for me, Daktari made it very clear, when you go that route, by the time you're coming back, it will be too late. And even had examples of people who came, they were diagnosed, and then they went home fast. So for me, I was really, this Daktari first worked with my mindset. Like, Ivy, whatever it is, now we know this is it. I need to assure you, you'll be fine. Because there are so many treatment options, but what you need to now plan yourself is now the financial part, because that's the hardest part of it. The financial responsibilities that comes with cancer disease, it is huge.
Crazy,
and I think that's why people fear going for this screening screening because you're like, okay, so after I find out, what do I do?
What do I do? Wacha
Yeah.
tu nikae na.
Wacha tu nikae. Kama
na.
iko na, if that's the way I'll go, but no, that's now why we are here in this October. We are trying to tell people early detection saves lives. You just go. Once you've been diagnosed, you know this is it for sure. Then we will find ways. There are ways.
Now the doctors are broken the news.
Yes.
Amekwambia yuko stage 2. Karibu ingie stage 3.
Yes.
Ndio huyu wewe career yako ina peak. Ndio huyu mtoto wako pande hii.
Miaka 5. Mimi ni
na
single mother, najiuliza
baba hakuna.
Ilikuwa ile in the coming, in the
In the
going.
coming,
I look back, no people. No people.
Wewe na daughter yako.
Mimi na daughter wangu. And I remember daktari telling me, Ivy, you have to look around and find one thing that you want to live for. Imagine it was that child. I told daktari I want to live for my daughter. Yeah. If anything else, let me just be here for her. Yeah, and the daktari told me, you know what, Ivy, you'll be here. You will watch her walk down the aisle. Do you want to walk down the aisle? That's daktari. I'm like, yeah. You will also walk down the aisle. I'm like, oh, I am living for us to walk down the aisle. But really, my daughter gave me hope. Yani, she was my strong point. Yeah. I remember even, you know, getting angry with God. I'm like, Sasa, God, how can you give me a child? And then 5 years later, give me this burden.
And then
you know,
situation.
In the coming, in the going, disappear. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, it was really agonizing,
right? It was really hard for me. And I remember telling God, okay, here we are. Enable me to be there for my child, even in my lowest. May I not look like, you know, the problems that I'm going through. Understanding even when I'm about to start chemo, I will lose hair, I will lose nails, everything in my body will change. Yeah. I'm like, how will I face my child? What do I say? But God is faithful. Yeah. God walked the journey with me. So we started the treatment process. So they present to you the options. So they're like, these are the things, Ivy, you have to choose. But after we've looked at you, we need you first. We go deal with that lump. Remember, I have a lump in my breast. Yeah. So we now need to know, do we remove the lump? Do we remove the breast? But we have to go see where exactly is this lump in the breast. So I go doing something called mapping. Mapping is where they see this is where the tumor is. So if you're to go for chemo and that tumor disappears, we will still know it was here. So it's just basically mapping. So I go for mapping to narrow down where exactly this lump is. Yeah. By this time, we've already known how mine started. So mine it was called invasive ductal carcinoma. Meaning from the word invasive, it started from inside, now spreading outside. Yeah. So it started from the milk ducts. Invasive ductal. So it's now spreading outside. By this time, it's already moved. It's on my lymph nodes on my right hand.
Small English.
Yes. So kidogo see we are like, okay, let's do this. So at first I knew I was going for lumpectomy. Lumpectomy is where they just cut through the breast, remove the lump. That is lumpectomy. Yeah. But when we got there, we realized this lump kept on growing. After I did biopsy is the test where you get to confirm is it cancerous or none. Yeah. Okay. So after
you can have a lump.
You can have a lump that is not, yes, that is non-cancerous. Yeah. Because our cells can make abnormal cells the way they feel like, you know. Okay. They have their own mind, their own DNA. So they can decide, you know what, cells, come here, let's form a choir and sing. Okay. So they decide, are we cancerous or none? So mine turned to be cancerous. So when we are going in there, Dr. realized where it was placed, it was very difficult to remove it, because then if it was removed, I would have a very, let me just call it, very ugly, non-functional breast, because it was very close to the nipple. You know, those are things I get to consider. Yeah. So I come back, sit with my oncologist, like, okay, what do we do? It's like, Ivy, there's one option. Yeah. Usually this is the hardest option, but it's a good option.
A better option.
Yeah, because for you, these bad cells are still localized. They are still just on your breast and under your armpits.
They haven't spread.
They've not spread, yes. So what we'll do, if I get the breast away, look at it this way, because I'm like, what? No way. I mean, I'm a girl. It is the breast that give us the femininity. You know, you walk knowing I'm a girl and you're about to take mine. Alafu. And I remember Daktari telling me, it's all in your mind. Why don't you shift your mind? Do not look at it like I'm taking a part of your body.
Yeah.
Look at it like I'm taking the bad cells away. I mean, even the Bible says, if it's the hand that will make you miss heaven,
cut it off, man.
Yes.
Cut it off. Do already thing, man. Bombo.
Yeah, so I had to make the hard decision of letting it go.
Hey?
Yeah.
But that was not an easy decision.
That was the hardest. I've gone through hard things. Chemo was hard, but this one was hard because now I'm losing a part of myself.
Yeah. You used to look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a girl. I'm like, I love how I look like. Sister, you're about to take one. Alafu, how will I look? You know? How will people burn away? How will people judge me? How will I carry myself?
Yeah.
I'm a girl. How will I say, I'm a girl? How will I even compete with the rest of the girls? Na venye market ime.
So she's like,
bana, sasa nitafika aje nifike kwa na show up. I'm like, yo, I have one.
We
like,
bana, we uninoki. Yangu ni moja. So hii kukatwa hii ilifanyika before the chemo or after?
So for me ilifanyika before the chemo because this lump kept on growing.
Yeah.
And you know, for chemo takes about 7 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So we needed to first deal with this thing that keeps on growing. Sasa mimi hiyo nikaingia surgery saa 11 jioni.
Before that, have you already told your daughter what's happening to you?
So now for my daughter, it was so difficult. She's 5 years then.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
break
tell
the
her.
news. Yeah.
But I think she would see, there are things that are not okay.
Of
course, even the tension. Squeezy, mom, energy ko.
Low.
Ni kama you're stressed. Then there's my family that, you know, now came on to visit. My mom, anaenda, my sisters come. So I think in my daughter, ako ana understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to protect her. Because hatukuwa tunajua hii ataiprocess aje.
Yeah.
You know? So nikamcover. But as days progress, because unaona, after surgery it's fine. Though I came home with tubes. Unaona? That was hard. Because I needed to hide them.
The tubes?
The tubes.
So this after the procedure?
After the procedure, you must drain. You know the way our bodies are made?
Yeah.
So mi nimetolewa hadi lymph node. Lazima body drain. Usually kwa mind ya body, tuna circulate blood to this area, water to this area, but now this organ is no longer there.
Yeah.
You get? Sasa kama hii organ hakuna, body still produces until he realize, we shouldn't be taking blood.
Yeah,
water
mfereji.
Exactly.
Maji kwa tank ilitolewa.
Tank haiko.
Yes.
So I needed to have like tubes for like days, kama 2 weeks, 14 days.
Until the mind adjusted.
Until the mind has adjusted, the body knows we are no longer sending Nini to that area, and to enable that wound heal.
Okay.
Yeah. The entire place of removing a breast is a big wound.
Where?
That's a big cut.
Where?
So lazima idrainiwe from inside and the surface to enable it dry.
So you come back home with
I come
tubes.
back home with the tubes that are like
sees.
a plastic. So I have to tie it on my waist, wear like 2 deras so that she doesn't see.
Okay.
But now, siku moja I think alisikia, because you see now I used to sleep with her.
Yeah.
I think alisikia something because nimejifunga maraba huku.
She knows that's where hosepipe.
I had to talk to her about it. I'm like, yo, mommy is going through treatment, but mommy is fine. So don't worry about this.
Yeah.
You know? And I really didn't want, because sasa ukiamka asubuhi, hizi tubes zimejaa.
Yeah.
I need to empty. So ningejaribu kabisa hadi
shule,
maji na blood. And that is something very difficult. Si kila mtu anaweza fanya.
Yeah.
But I say, the moment someone is diagnosed, there is a grace that God gives you. God anachukuanga tu grace, anakumwagilia hivi.
Yeah.
Because anajua this is hard. And you need to be okay, especially for the people around you.
Yeah.
Because unapata, the cancer patient ako very strong, but the people around her or him, finished. What were
they hurting more?
And that's where the caregivers come in. Una realize caregivers wanasuffer kushinda the patients. Because the patient wamekaa na daktari, wanajua what's going on, washajipanga, usha accept. Lakini now your family are like, haya, ama anadai, ama anaenda. It is hard.
So they hurt more.
It hurts them more. Yeah.
And so you stayed with these tubes for like 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks. I stayed with the tubes for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks nikaenda nikatoa. Now I'm managing the wound. And I remember I think I took like a month before now I started chemo.
All right.
Yes.
And from the day of being diagnosed to when you were underwent the procedure
Yes.
to get rid of one of your twins at the workplace,
Yes.
did you have to break the news to your bosses?
Yes, I had to.
Did they let you go? Or?
So the place I used to work then, I thank God because they were very supportive at that time. Because I remember one of the first people that got to know the story was my former boss, because I eventually left. But she was really supportive because I think she was a mother. So she was like, okay, I understand what you're going through. So this is what we will do. Anytime you need to go to the hospital, please go. Anytime you need to rest, please do. But it's important for you to be in a place where there are people, so that for a minute you forget what you're going through.
Yeah.
And it really helped me, because I would just wake up in the morning, feel, how am I feeling today? Can I go to work? Then I would go, bangaiza with people there, do 1, 2, 3. Then nikisikia vibaya, I go home. It really helped, because when you go put yourself in a place where now there are no people, kidogo your mind, which is a very powerful thing, can sway you.
True.
True. So I'm so grateful to her, by the way. She was so supportive. I was able to go through that smoothly with their support.
Amazing.
Yes.
And so 2 weeks have gone by.
Yes.
You're about to start chemotherapy.
Yes.
So procedurally, must you wait until your wound is totally healed for you to be subjected?
Yes, because chemo is hard. Chemo is hard. I thought after going through the mastectomy, that's the removal of the breast, I thought that was the hardest thing I went through. And after it, I'm like, nimepona, I'm fine. Though now I'm a bit flat-chested, but to figure out how to go about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was waiting for me.
By the name chemo?
Chemotherapy is hard. And when you're younger, you're given the hardest drug. Because the doctor, in his mind, is like, you will live the longest.
Okay.
So IV, you've been diagnosed at 32, and I want you to live up to 90.
Nakupiga strong.
Nakupiga ile strong.
No, so chemo enyewe, for people who might not be like aware.
Yes.
When someone says I'm undergoing chemo, inamaanisha nini? Ni mashini, ni dawa unadungwa, ni what is it?
So chemotherapy ni dawa that goes through your IV, intravenous. Unadungwa sindano, inapeleka dawa that is supposed to go to your system, your body.
So it's an injection.
It's an injection of not one drug.
Yeah.
It's about 6, because they are pre-meds. Your body has to be prepared for chemo. So unadungwa kwanza maji to steroids kidogo, yani kuprepare your body, because chemo ikikanyaga sina kunanga reverse.
Yeah.
So una prepare, but it's an IV.
So kama today ninapigwa drug ya chemo, lazima nikuwe prepared leo.
Sasa kama leo utapigwa chemo, unaamkia hospitali saa 2. Unafanyiwa IV pre-meds, maji. Hata kama umekunywa lazima uongezewe maji. Udungwe hapo tuma dawa fulani hapo. Alafu sasa chemo ikifika, ipate body iko ready.
Okay.
Yes.
So they must make the ground.
They have to prepare
ready.
Your body.
Yeah.
Bure kidogo inaweza shati shangae, what is this?
Yeah.
Chemo, the point is, chemo, it's a drug that goes to your body. Inaenda inaua all the active cells. Yote. Tuna rewire. Factory reset. Kwa sababu, DNA yako si iliunda an abnormal thing ikaeka kwa breast.
Yeah.
So we need to go and rewire your brain ya DNA tuiambie, that was wrong. But how do we do this? We kill all the active cells. That's why you lose
red ama white blood cells.
Yes, ini active cells za vitu kama nywele, nails, vitu ina rapidly grow. Zote zinawekwa chini. Alafu sasa tungoje mpya.
So that's why people will lose hair.
You will lose hair.
Your skin will change.
Your tongue becomes black.
Yeah.
You lose your nails. Yani your skin changes. You lose everything.
Yeah.
Alafu you do that every 3 weeks. I needed to do 8 sessions.
Of chemo?
Of chemo, after intervals of 3 weeks.
Where?
Chemo takes everything in your body. It takes the iron, takes all other easy to vitu tunakwanga kwa blood.
Yes.
So you have to maintain a proper diet. Lazima ukule vizuri ndio utoboe. Bure ukirudi, because before you do chemo, you have to do blood works. Blood works is where unaenda wanatoa damu, wanapima, huyu mtu ataweza chemo, wanaona kwa sawa. If not, unaambiwa rudi bado, nenda ukakule ndio ukuje. And that's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah.
Because now you've set your mind that I'll be doing chemo every 3 weeks. But hapa unaambiwa kidogo body haiwezi. And if body haiwezi, we have to wait until body itoboe. Yes. So I did 8 of the chemos.
Where?
I lost everything. This is
What
my
do you mean,
hair.
everything?
I lost everything. I lost
Talk
my
to us
hair.
about losing everything. What?
I lost my hair. I lost my skin was as like ni kama niliongezewa 30 years on what I had. My nails, my hands was so black that nikaanzanga ku make jokes. Nikitoka hivyo sasa, oh my god, if your hands are black, I'm like, yo, nilianza biashara ya makaa. I mean, sasa utaambia nini watu? Because this is not something you want to keep on going back to it. For my hair, I decided wacha niende na my daughter to the kinyozi, because one day I remember sikujua my hair itatoka. So we are joking with my sister, ai yako iwezi.
Yes.
She goes to my head like this, pulls my hair.
Your hair comes off.
Chunk of my hair in her hands. She was stressed.
That's after the chemo.
This is just after 1 chemo. So I decided, you know what, so that my child would know that I had control over this. We went to the barber. Kaambia kinyozi, nimekuja, I want to grow nice hair. Hii imenibo. Na usiniulize maswali. Because that guy was like, what? Mbona unanyoa? I'm like, tafadhali nimekuja. Tunyoe yote. Nikakuwa bald.
Yeah.
Natoka hivi niko hapana. Huku ni wapi?
Yes.
You know. Kabidi nifunge kitambaa, but tulitoboa.
Yeah.
By the grace of God.
Amazing. And
yes.
The cost implication?
It's expensive. It is very expensive.
Just tuliona kwa news serikali inaambiwa bana mambo ya oncology mtu ongezee pesa.
Okay.
Manake people are hurting and many cancer patients are not financially in a position to actually undergo the treatment. So how was it for you, the financial burden for those people who might not know?
It is very hard, to be very honest. It's expensive because kwanza ukianza kwa test hatujafika main treatment, we are just on the tests. And I understand when people give up somewhere, it's because it becomes really frustrating, you know. But sahi currently where we are, naona gavana kaina jaribu for sure, because nime realize sure for the oncology departments it really works. At least nimeitumia and it helped. So unajaribu tu pole pole, but for me what really helped me, I had an insurance. And that's why unaambiwa jipange hiyo ka 10 bob ka 200 sukumanga mahali, because protect yourself for the rainy days. We don't anticipate bad things, but kuanga tu ready is kupate off guard. So what really helped me is the fact that then where I used to work, I was given an insurance. That's what carried me through. But even though kuna insurance haikavi, kuna kama consultation you have to see your oncologist kila unangangana tu kwa mfuko. But with support, with family, with your friends, support is very important. And this is what I want to ask our communities. Please, when you hear someone is going through this thing, don't run away from her. She's not cast or is not cast. Mum support. Na hiyo kuchanga kidogo kidogo munampea hope. Lakini akiwaita ati muni support and you guys disappear, you're making him unajua ama asari story ya treatment. Yes. I did 25 of that every single day.
For 25 days?
Yes.
Unapigwa
na laser? Nilichomeka proper.
Ni laser?
Ni laser. I think ni laser. Ni zile rays. Enye iko na walls tatu. Ukishasetiwa watu wanakimbia isijaribu kukaribia cause it is bad. Yes.
So what's the agenda?
So the agenda is, if you've gone through chemo, you've done the surgery, and maybe kuna kasel moja kaliponyoka, kakichwa ngumu, kakajificha mali, wacha basi tuichome.
Inapigwa hit mbaza.
Inapigwa hit, unachomeka proper. Hiyo skin itatoka to the 3rd layer. Umechomeka.
As in nikauchomwe na
nikauchomwe na mafuta moto. Yeah. na unachomeka, yani that was hard.
Sasa hizo umedungwa ile shindano ya ku half dead ama uko
uko macho. So tofauti ni when the rays zinakumulika haikuchomi, then inakuchoma but is not painful.
Okay.
Utaenda kuchomekea mbele.
And later itakuwa painful?
Very painful because that skin, yani tu venye mtu chomeka, that's how unachomeka. So lazima uskini tolewe, lazima uprotect your area, tena unas this burning tissue, ungoje upone. We did that.
25.
I did 25 and I'm grateful. There are people who do 60.
So where are you right now?
Right now I'm done with active treatment. Nilimaliza 2024. I am now okay. So the one that I had was caused by hormonal imbalance. So now I'm on hormonal therapy, which means I'm taking a drug every day just to balance my hormones. But I am healed. I am free of cancer. Daktari aliniambia go out there and live your life in full.
Yes. Imerudi.
Si unaona urembo ndio hii. Napiga smile. Nimepona, niko sawa. So niko hapa sasa, kazi ni God gave me a purpose through this.
Amazing. Daughter
mzima, msichana mkubwa 7 years old. We are tight. Tuko sawa. I am so grateful.
Amazing.
Sasa niko hapa kuambia wase. Early detection saves lives, number 1.
Early detections.
Yes. Number 2, breast cancer or any other sort of cancer is not a death sentence. Number 3, go get screened. Saima hospitali zinapeana hizi offers 1500 thou just walk into an hospital, because when you know yourself, it's better for you to make better decisions. Ama aje.
Your design.
Tunajaribu kuchanuana.
The earlier the better.
The earlier the better. Yes.
Na purple heart.
Oh, bless Purple Heart.
Yeah.
I am purple at heart kwanza. Heart yangu kinini hivi ndani?
Ni purple.
Talk
to us about some of the programs that you do have at Purple Heart.
So at Purple Heart, we are a company that deals with anything flowers, anything landscaping, anything events, anything that needs yani kusupport events. Easy industry ya tumashere. I am the people, but we've majored in flowers, landscaping. We do all sorts of events, corporate, small knit, high-end. That's us.
Amazing.
Yes.
Your design ndio naona umekuja na.
Nimewaletea plants. Nime-surprise mrembo huko nyuma na kabuke. This is what I do.
And so what's this?
So this is a succulent.
Yeah.
Na nimeleta succulent because this is a plant that thrives even through adversity. Unaona? Hii ni plant hata ukienda tu iweke na umsahau.
Yeah.
Imagine tu ata grow.
Okay.
And so the reason why I brought it, haitaji maji mingi, same to life.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you go through. You will bloom again. It doesn't have to be cancer. It can be anything. It can be death. It can be any sort of loss. The point is, you will bloom again. Kama huyu ni mimi ninaongea leo.
Yes.
By the grace of God that I'm here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're going through.
Amazing.
You will bloom again.
Amazing.
Yes.
Happy to hear
and
that.
Shout out to my people. Yeah. I want to really thank. Can I thank my people?
Yeah.
Number 1, I want to thank my family. Thank you so much for the support you've given me. Thank you for the way you've held me through this journey.
Yeah.
Mazebila nyinyi singetoboa.
Amazing sana.
To my daughter, to my friends, my former colleagues.
Yeah.
My colleagues currently. Team Purple Heart.
Amazing sana.
Thank
you for the plans.
Karibu sana.
We appreciate. So hizi tuende tuteke kwa bathroom.
Hizi mweke kwa bathroom hapo kwa TV, mahali kwa kona. Na usishughulike please, usimuue na maji. Maji kidogo tu once a week. Maji kidogo once hata in 2 weeks tafadhali. Usimuue. And then put penye anaweza pata jua. Anaitwa aje? Anaitwa succulent. Tunaitwa Purple Heart KE. Purple Heart KE. Yes. For all your landscaping services, as well as supplies of plants, Tuangwa Power, and gardening and everything in between. Yes.